Hello everybody, I am the Linkzilla, and welcome back to God of War 2. I am one stubborn son of a bitch. I knew I told you that I was going to start off this episode by basically using up all of my red orbs to power up my weapons in order to get to a point where I would be more powerful enough to take on this thing, but I'm too stubborn to quit while I'm ahead. So I basically tried to go at it a few more times after quitting, and I honestly think I might be on my best run yet, because I have gotten past the Sirens and the Gorgons, as well as this little tertiary fight right here, with full health and magic. I went back and used those. I basically got through both of them without using either of the chests. Then I went back and opened up the chests. As you can see, my Rage of the Titans meter is suffering, but I'm not stupid enough to open up that gold chest, so let's just give it a try, shall we? Let's go. Maybe this was a bad idea. Okay, can't block that. Come here, piggy. Has to die. Come here, pig. Stick! Yes! Yes! I am completely out of magic. That's never happened to me before. Well, it was a good run up until now.
Of the Titans drive your rage.
This is it. Oh, you wanna take me on, huh? I honestly think that I could do it this time if I just... Yes! Yeah. You, Zack, slide through! Finish this game! Take on me, take on me, take me on. Ow, I just let myself get pummeled! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, don't you dare hold back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said no holding back. I said shut up and fight with me. Yes! This is my moment! Yes! Yes! There's no way! Nothing's gonna stop me now! Why won't you die already? Yes! 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 Oh! Oh my god! I did all of that without powering up any of my weapons! That was amazing! I feel incredible! Yes! 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 I can win! I feel great! I can do this! Ah! I'm alive! I feel great! Yes! Oh! Take it easy, it's just a game. Whew. Open up. Hey. I finally made it. I beat the hardest part of God of War 2 on hard mode, God mode, without powering up my weapons. I mean, technically they're powered up. Two of them are powered up once, and they are the ones that I use most often, but come on, I didn't plan on doing this. And it's not on Titan mode, but... And I know that the day will come where I'll have to do this again on Titan mode, but that's up to you, my faithful subscribers. Get those numbers up.
Clotho weaves the thread of life for every mortal, god and titan. Find your thread, and you will be able to control the mirrors of the fates, the source of their power, and use them as a gateway to return to the time when Zeus betrayed you.
You were not meant to travel through the mirrors of destiny. You are meddling with powers that you do not understand.
Looks like there's something blocking the way. This game redesigned her to be more of a monster, basically kind of like giving her a spider motif. That way all the threads can be like strands of a web. Huh. That seems permanent. Well, he only had 3 other batches. Gorilla Panic, They're Coming, and something else called This Is Permanent. This is permanent. Wow! Let go of me! Get back up there, Kratos. Thank you! Get that corpse out of the way. Yeah, how often have I had to say that during my days at work? Get that corpse out of the way. If you're lucky, you won't move that arm again. Wait, if you're smart, you won't move that arm again. There you go. Armageddon. This is a pretty cool puzzle, it's just a bit long.
This power was never meant for mortal hands.
Sharp and pointy things. Now just wait. Or not. Let's see what this one does. Hurry, 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 hurry! Oh! Just missed her. Try this again, shall we? Motherfucker. You know what? I'm just gonna wait. There's no way I can make it all the way up there now. God damn it! What is up with this game and the rope climbing mechanic? They didn't have this much trouble on it in the PS4 version. I mean the PS2 version. Now, we immobilize the arm and... that took way longer than it should have. Everybody should be disappointed with themselves because of that one. Why can't I grab this? Is this another glitch? Great, I have to go all the way around. Wait, that's... hold still, witch. This ought to work. I just love this one because when the hand comes back, and now we wait. Huh. I guess that isn't how it works. We'll watch. Right. Now to finally deal with Clotho herself. Face to face. Face to ugly face. In person. Going up, sir.
You will never control your fate.
Oh, I think I will. Yep, cleared away the corpse. This should be the one. Oh, so you're gonna make me paralyze you, huh? You have been a bad tit monster, Clotho. And we bring her up. This is a clever boss fight, I admit. Alright, let's rotate this ever so slightly. And now, we work up some momentum. Uh-oh. Yeah! Go! Keep going, Kratos. No, you don't. Right through the head. Skewered. And now, Kratos controls the Loom Chamber. He controls destiny and time itself. Boss Batch 3. Yeah! And that only took me about 20 minutes. I just cannot believe that I made it through the loom. Before the loom. Huh. Well, this would be useful if, like, they didn't restore me to full health and whatnot. I don't think that there's any more secrets to be found anyway.
The power of the Fates resides within these great mirrors. Find your thread, and you will be able to control the mirrors, and use them as a gateway to return to the time when Zeus betrayed you.
Okay, we are finally here. That was the end, well, the penultimate section of Act 3, and now we are heading toward the final challenge. And, as customary tradition for every single God of War game that I play, this will be the last time that I save. I can't make any guarantees that I'll be able to defeat Zeus without powering up my weapons, but I think that conquering before the loom without needing to do that has boosted my confidence. So I'm going to try it, and that's all I need. Now, a lot of you might be thinking that maybe all of this revenge just isn't worth it. That what if Kratos simply went back in time and stopped himself from killing his wife and child, thus preventing himself from ever going on this rampage, from ever going down this path, becoming the God of War, and basically, like, just gaining the ire of Zeus? Well, that's not his thread. Well, the thing about it is, that in theory could work, but it would also leave Ares alive, so let's just backtrack and see what we can see, shall we? I'm pretty sure that's the throne of Lachesis, and that's the Kraken. That's where you fight the soldier. That is... Actually, I'm not sure what that is. Certainly not... I'm pretty sure that's the entrance to the Palace of the Fates, and I can't tell. I know that's Atlas, so what came before that? Okay, that's the Bog of the Forgotten, I'm pretty sure. There's the Barbarian King. And there is, Theseus, I think. The Steeds of Time. And there's where you're flying on Pegasus, the Raven. And here, that's Typhon. That's where you're in Hades. And here we go. Zeus. Because I think that in order to actually stop Kratos from killing his wife and child, he'd actually have to go back in time and kill himself in order to do it. Technically that might work, but I don't know. time travel here is a bit screwy. Like, consider the moment that Kratos is returning to. He's returning to the moment where he died. So, you know what? I'm actually gonna save it right here so that I don't have to go back and, like, re-thread it again. So, here we go. The final battle. Zeus!
Even now, as you draw your last breath, you continue to defy me? No matter.
That's my sword. It'd be cool if he had used the fleece for that.
What? How can this be? The Sisters of Fate have aided you. Unexpected.
The sisters are dead.
I think the dying Kratos must be really confused here.
I underestimated you. A mistake I do not intend to repeat.
Thunder! You notice that during this fight, the blades of Athena, the blades of Chaos, they're blue, because they're supposed to be fully powered up by this point. I've got the blade. Here we are at the summit of sacrifice.
Now I will show you the true power of a god.
This is the spot where Kronos demanded that his own children be sacrificed to him. So, it seems fitting. The cycle does repeat itself. Bring it on. I am here. Let's see what this baby can really do. I'm already off to a terrible start. Dang it. This is how you hurt Zeus. At least at first. Yes! And now, the real battle begins. This is the only checkpoint I'll be getting. Well, technically that's not true, but still. Not stand toe-to-toe with this guy. Ah. You feel this? It's your father's. The sisters are dead. let's take stock of what Kratos has actually killed in his tenure. He's basically killed the Furies, some of the most evil and nefarious monsters in Greek mythology. He's killed the Sisters of Fate. Hell, I'm surprised he hasn't killed the Stygian Witches by now. I'm pretty sure he's killed a Titan, although that might have been an assisted killing. Well, technically he killed Prometheus, so that was another Titan, so... He's killed one Titan, he's defeated another. He's killed 3 gods, actually, because I'm pretty sure that in God of War Betrayal, he had to kill another god that basically tried to frame him for murder. Nope, I'm not letting you take this. I think I'm just gonna stand there and let you take it. Let's see how long I can hold on to this.
Your powers
Dang it.
are no match for me.
Ugh. That's my sword. Ow! No! No! Dang it! I was doing so well, too. See if I can stay in full health for a while. Dang it. Gotta be careful of using that combo. Come and get it. I didn't mean literally.
No match for me.
I kinda wish that I could treat him like the satyrs and just take it back. it up, Zeus. Whoa. Give me that sword!
I have come to kill you, Zeus!
I love this line.
Not let you destroy Sparta.
Dang it. Zap me! Ring around the rosy, all around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. Which would you guys rather be, the monkey or the weasel? 'Cause at least the weasel is cunning. Ow! Owie! Dang it! Goes the weasel. Dang it, Zeus! Arrgh! Penetrating my defenses. Come on. You know what I want, old man? Zeus's fury. You know, despite what magic he's giving me, I'm sure it's a little bit, but... Oh, now the meter is going up. As soon as I mention it, too. Okay, now it's gonna get really tough. Because when he takes this sword, this is the final stage of the fight.
Your powers are no match for me.
No mercy.
I will show you no mercy.
Good, because you'll receive none. They explode. Gonna use... Yes! Thought I had to use up all my magic, but... This is the end, Zeus! I warned you last time, Zeus.
I told you I would make you pay for what you did!
And this is the final checkpoint, but at this point it's a moot point, it doesn't matter.
I am through playing with you, Kratos.
The only way to win. This is a really clever ploy. Though I just don't get why Zeus has to go and say what he does in this scene. Because it just shows how stupid he really is.
Release me from this torment of my life.
I will release you from your life, my son. But your torment is just beginning.
Break your arm! If there's one way I don't like how this game ends, it's this scene. Because this was planned to be a cliffhanger, but I really don't think Kratos should have been able to stab him here. Because honestly...
You cannot do this, Kratos!
You dare stand against me, Athena?
I do not wish to fight you, Kratos, but I will defend Olympus!
What changes?
Know this, my
Daddy
son.
issues?
You have started a war you cannot possibly win. The fates have already deemed me victorious.
No, Kratos! Stop!
Ah! Athena!
No!
Athena.
Why do you sacrifice yourself?
To save Olympus.
I do not seek to destroy Olympus, only Zeus.
Zeus is Olympus.
He brought this to himself.
Because of fear, Kratos. A fear felt by his father, Kronos. A fear that wrought the Great War. A fear that drove Zeus to kill you. His own son.
His son?
Just as Zeus was compelled to destroy his father, Kronos. You are compelled to do the same. No son should destroy his own father.
No. I have no father.
God after God will deny you, Kratos. They will protect Zeus. Zeus must live so that Olympus will prevail.
If all on Olympus will deny me my vengeance, then all on Olympus will die. I have lived in the shadow of the gods for long enough. The time of the gods has come to an end.
Makes 4.
Remember, Kratos, you have the power to control time itself.
No, wait. That makes 5. Because he killed Thanatos. Okay, so a lot to unload there. I mean, basically speaking, the big revelation that Zeus was Kratos' father this entire time, meaning that Kratos just killed his own sister, and he's actually managed to kill two brothers instead of just one, and I mean, I think that Perseus was also a son of Zeus, so that makes three brothers, so yeah, Kratos is just killing everybody in his family, isn't he? Anyways, that kind of irritated me. Like, this was supposed to be like the big revelation that we already friggin' knew, but even still, this game ultimately treated it like the game already knew, because Zeus kept referring to him as my son, but as it turns out, instead of being like a genuine father figure, Zeus is more or less coming off like a creepy priest. You know, how they always refer to everybody they meet as my son. You come to me now, my son. For who now is your father if not me? Well, the loom chamber is coming down. There was that pointless health chest again. Although I swear, that health chest isn't there in Titan mode. I would have seen it. Honestly, I don't get how this works. I don't get how Kratos succeeds at doing what he's about to do. And holy crap, the threads actually have like a vibration when you strike them. Is it possible to cut them? Somebody Google that and find out if it's possible to cut the threads. Because that's technically what they do. Let's see, Kraken, Spartan, etc., etc., Atlas, Swamp, Barbarian King, Thieves of Time, Harpy, Typhon, Hell, and this. I honestly don't get how Kratos is able to do this by controlling his own thread, because Kratos wasn't there. Unless, according to the cutscene that we've already seen of this, time in the God of War franchise works on a closed cycle, meaning that Kratos can only go back in time because he was destined to go back in time. So all of this was preordained from a long time ago. Or maybe it was because Atlas told him about it, because we're going back to the Great War. First time they meet face to face. You want to know what's really awkward about this? She's his great-grandmother.
We have been expecting you, Ghost of Sparta.
How?
The gods are far too powerful for us to defeat now.
There's Atlas getting defeated.
All on Olympus tremble at my name. Zeus is weak. Ares and Athena are dead, and I wield the blade. We can win the Great War, but not in this time. Together, we will destroy the petty gods, and we will see Olympus crumble before us.
Check this out.
Come with me, Gaia.
That aura.
My time. Victory awaits.
He was there.
We have faced far worse than this one fallen mortal. But we are the gods. We whom the mortals worship. We who
Helios,
rule this land.
Hermes, Hades, and Poseidon.
We will not be swept aside by this petulant fool.
Though I don't get why Hermes' head is on fire.
Brothers, put aside the petty grievances that have splintered us for so long. We will unite, we will stand together, and I will wipe out this plague.
Rumbling.
Olympus will prevail.
Quick question. Any of you guys seen Disney's Hercules from 1997? Well, spoiler alert. This is basically a whole lot like that movie, only the situation is completely reversed. Well, I'd say that the morality of the situation is reversed. the second Titanomachy begins.
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
This was jaw-dropping when I first saw it. Titans climbing up Mount Olympus. The city of Olympia burning. Though I don't know what that was supposed to be. I honestly thought that it was Atlas, like, jumping out of the ground, but it's clear that he doesn't take part in this. The end begins. Well, that was God of War 2 on hard mode. That was an incredible ride. This game pretty much set the stage for what God of War is today. Sure, the original game basically started it all, but this game took a massive directional and tonal shift that basically is still resonating today, because this game basically established that Kratos could no longer exist in the world of Greek mythology, and he had to destroy the entire thing around him, just tear it all down. To the point of basically joining with the Titans and waging war on the gods of Olympus. It's a really wild and fun ride, and basically, even though I had like my own problems with the game when it first came out, at this point in time, it's just not really worth complaining about anymore. Even though I do technically still believe there was a lot more potential that could have been had if the direction of the game hadn't changed as vehemently as this. Hades. Still don't like that redesign though. He looks too simplistic. I mean, basically speaking, he looks kind of barbaric-like. That's not Hades. Hades is more of a, well, it's hard to describe Hades. He's a bit more subtle than that. Plus, no offense, I kind of feel like this redesign makes him look fat. I really don't get why people think that Hades would be fat. Like, seriously. God of the Underworld. There's no way he'd be fat. I just don't know. What else can I actually say about it? Well, at this point, the year of God of War is basically just... it's gone... It's coming to its ultimate head. I mean, basically as far as I'm concerned, because we are now reaching the end of the Zeus trilogy of the God of War franchise. You remember I split the entire series up into 2 trilogies. The first trilogy encompasses Ascension, Chains of Olympus, and the original God of War. That's called the Ares trilogy. But this one, basically, this trilogy is the Ghost of Sparta, God of War 2, and God of War 3, the Zeus trilogy. This is a trilogy that established that Zeus and Kratos were enemies, and now everything has to come to an end. God of War 2, setting the stage for God of War 3. I don't know, I mean, I was kind of satisfied that it left off on such a cliffhanger like that, and wait a second, you've completed God of War 2 in God... You have completed God of War 2 in God mode, okay? The end begins. Golden trophy, awesome. Treasures have been unlocked. Blade of Olympus has been unlocked and is upgradable in bonus play. Rank Spartan? What the hell? I guess I could have done a whole lot better than I thought that I did, but come on! I didn't even bother powering up my weapons to 100%. Doesn't that get me something? Right, let's save it. Wait. Oh. That was probably a mistake. Hope that doesn't come back to haunt me. I have to make sure. Yep, still back there at the Loom Chamber. And that save was almost an hour ago, so I should be good. I'm good. Let's see. What treasures have I unlocked? Yep, there's Poseidon's Trident. Still has it. Challenge of the Titans. If you guys want me to do the Challenge of the Titans, let me know down in the comment section below. bonus costumes. God of War fish costume. And the Hydra armor. I love that armor. It's awesome. The Dark Odyssey. Had to beat the game in Titan mode for this one. The classics never go out of style. This is General Kratos, I'm sure of it. You worked so hard to get it the first time, it would be a shame to let it go to waste. I'm pretty sure this is the God of War armor. You get to wear it throughout the entire playthrough, which means I'm pretty sure that this classic one is Hercules. Hercules! In-game movies and the credits. Pretty sparse compared to the first game. Let's see, the Urns of Power. During bonus play, you can use the urns in your possession. Kratos. God of War. Preferred skill, magic, and health. Preferred skill, health, Hydra armor. Pretty badass, right? Wish the Kratos actually wore that in one of the games. The Dark Odyssey. Rage of the Titans. Athena. Hercules. General Kratos. And God of War armor. But that's not what we're here for. I may look on it again sometime because, I mean, when you got games, you should just play the games. I mean, it's not like Let's Players just buy video games just to make Let's Plays of them and then never pick them up again for the rest of their lives, right? Right? Beginning to think that maybe this job wasn't all that wasn't what it was cut out to be. So, that's God of War 2. My thoughts on it, it's fun. It is a great, fun game, and I think that's ultimately what kind of makes everything that I dislike about it all the more forgivable. Challenge of the Titans. I thought you had to pick the challenge from, like, the loading screen. Yep. Here's the Challenge of the Titans. Rip out the Cyclops' eye before time runs out. Blind Fury. Well, why not Nick Fury? Okay. Locked. Locked. So I guess I have to go through these one at a time, but at least that stopped the music, so... basically, like, I'm pretty sure out of all the God of War games, God of War 2 is the one that I've played the most, and that's why I'm so familiar with it. And yet, during this playthrough, I discovered secrets that I just had no idea about. Like, how many times have I left those other secrets behind? I mean, mostly I played through this game again on free play anyway, basically, like, bonus play, where you had pretty much, like, all of your weapons powered up, so you had no need to collect blood orbs, and even still, you got, like, so many blood orbs just going through it over and over and over again that you literally hit the maximum of blood orbs that you can actually get. So, anyways, it's just, I just don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. It's fun. I do like it. And it changed the scope of what God of War could be, because the original God of War game only had 3 bosses. This game has so many bosses that I've never actually counted them before. Let's see if we can try that right now. We started out with the Colossus of Rhodes. Then, basically, let's see... I don't think that Typhon necessarily counts as a boss because you don't actually kill him, nor Prometheus. So you make it to the Island of Creation, you fight the Cerberus, you fight basically the guard dog Cerberus, that first one where you have to rip each of its 3 heads off. And then basically, you fight Theseus, yeah, make it past the Seas of Time. Finally make it to the Island of Creation where you fight the Barbarian King, that's 4. And after that, you fight the mole Cerberus, that's 5. Euralius, number 6. Who comes after that? I'm pretty sure it's Perseus. That's number 7. And from then on, it should be easy. Do you guys think that Icarus counts as a boss battle? I think that he counts as a mini-boss battle, because he's an iconic Greek character, so let's just include it. Icarus, that makes number 8. So you're falling down, you basically get Atlas's help to get you back up, you finally make it to the Temple of the Fates, You basically go through the translator sections. The bosses that you fight there are the Spartan Warrior and the Kraken. So the Kraken makes 10, only if you count Icarus. And then after that, you fight Lachesis and you fight Atropos. And technically, you fight them both together, so should that count as its own boss battle, because then that brings the total up to 13. Clotho is not really much of a boss battle, but I'm going to count her anyway because she's a major Greek icon that you have to kill, so 14 and Zeus. That is a total of 15 boss fights in this game. That's basically 5 times the amount that the original God of War game had. That's incredible to think about. It's crazy. And right now I'm hungry. Kind of want something substantial. I want some chicken. Fried chicken. I don't know. I'm just completely just blown away, George. Blown! More Seinfeld Starnburner references. Anyways, maybe it just hurts so much because like you go from God of War 1 to this game where all the other gods are helping you out. You're friends with them. They're giving you all these powers when they come across you. Even Hades is helping you out because you didn't have any of the prequels to ruin the backstory yet. And not only that, Zeus, the greatest of all the gods, is helping you out. And at the end of it all, in your time of greatest need, Zeus basically reveals himself to be an old, crazy gravedigger who was digging your grave for you and helped you escape the underworld. Athena wasn't the only god who was looking out for you. And then the big secret was revealed in the first game. Zeus was Kratos' father, and even though Kratos wanted to get revenge on the father who abandoned him, I honestly don't think that mattered much to him, because not having a father to teach him how to grow up and growing up in Sparta, that made him strong, that made him tough, it made him who he is. And even though Zeus wasn't there for him, Zeus really isn't there for any of his kids until they come of age. I mean, he wasn't there for Hercules, he wasn't there for Perseus, but once they came of age, he started giving them gifts, and that's what Zeus does. That's the only way he can really connect with his kids, because if Hera finds out about any of his illegitimate children while they are still children, they are more vulnerable to attack. I mean, Hera found out about Hercules because his human parents were dumb enough to name him after her, Heracles, in order to honor her, so she sent 2 snakes into his bed to kill him, and fortunately he inherited great godlike strength even as a baby and was able to just choke the life out of them. So I don't know, maybe Zeus keeping his distance when his kids are still kids is a good thing, but eventually he shows up in their lives as adults and helps guide them on their path to what they end up becoming, and I just thought that basically that we'd have this real kind of reconciliation with Zeus trying to make it right, basically saying that he wasn't able to be there for him as a child because it would have put his life in even more danger, and he knows that he suffered a whole lot in his time as an adult. Ares was his brother, and he tricked him and all that horrible stuff, but Zeus did save him, and it's I just wanted the characters to be more complex than that, because all this makes me wonder, what was even the point of it all? And the worst part about it is, God of War 3 effectively establishes that there was, in fact, a retcon, because the Zeus that saves our life from the underworld, he's not the same Zeus that we fight in this game. He's not the same Zeus that we go through such great lengths to stop and defeat in God of War 3, but we'll get to that when we get to that. It honestly makes me wonder what would have happened if things were different. Maybe if they had just given him the Gauntlet of Zeus to kill Ares with in the first place. But shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's all I can basically say. But it's fun to think about. I'm not necessarily trying to make the God of War franchise all sunshine and roses and happy thoughts, but I just wanted some consistency, you know? And that's basically why the guy who directed this game, I cannot remember his name for the life of me, He literally says in the making of documentary for this game, which is on the bonus disc, he's like, "Oh God, I'm the guy who fucked up God of War." Basically, like, yeah, quit game. Yeah, I didn't even start the game, so he really kind of royally screwed around with everything that was going on. So, but anyways, that was God of War 2 in its entirety. I'm surprised I actually managed to get this far this quickly. It's like, basically the other God of War games took me at least a week, but this basically took me like 3 days. When we come back, we are heading on to the final chapter of the God of War franchise, or it was supposed to be the final chapter, but what can I say? Fans demanded it, and you gotta make that money. So, the final chapter of the Zeus trilogy of the original God of War saga. And then we'll be moving on to a brand new beginning, where Kratos finally has a chance to move on with his life and become a whole new man. And we'll get to that when we get to it, but first there's one more challenge to get to. But that will be for another time. In the meantime, I will be heading back to Earth to face a different sort of apocalyptic event that has befallen mankind. So, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. Show, like, and share with your friends. You want to keep up to date on the year of God of War reaching its conclusion in the near future, then just smash that subscribe button like you're a titan ready to smash Zeus's face in. And ring that little bell for notifications. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next video.